today, but I have not hit the button when I thought I did.
My name is Julie Leppo. I'm a sophomore forensic psychology major, and I'm currently the Chief Justice of Student Court, and I'm also a CA here in Odette.
I am Antonio Menino. I'm a athletic training major, and I'm also on the Nordic ski team here.
My name is Ryan Phillips. I'm a CA in the houses in Odette specifically. I'm a sophomore. I'm a graphic design major and also on the Nordic ski team. It's not really a big change from being a normal student.
It's pretty similar to being any other student. There's just the slight stress of having to keep a higher GPA, but overall, I don't really see much of a difference.
It's nice because you get to take like different classes that like not everybody gets to take, and some of them are really interesting, and you can like meet some people that are still the same, like they're interested in the same subjects that you are, and you can like bounce ideas off of them if you're in the same classes. So it's super helpful just to have that like support system of like people who are.
I don't really feel like I absorb any of the information anymore. I feel like I do the assignment, I stress over it, I get it done, I submit it, and I get a grade, and that's that. I don't feel like I've learned anything. Get it done, submit it, next project, next assignment. And it's just feels like an endless process of just kind of time wasted, just mentally and just physically.
It's just been a learning process. Like, being online is definitely a lot harder to comprehend things. It seems getting grades and getting the assignments done is easier, but actually comprehending the work and learning has been the harder part.
It's been hard because I definitely still have the same standards for myself that I do with a normal semester, but not having in-person classes made it super hard for me to like adhere to the standards that I set for myself, because I still like want to do the best that I can, but it's really hard when half of your classes you have to teach yourself and the other half like the professor just doing their best, which I understand, but it's just hard.
It's kind of offset things. We didn't have a fall training session here. I was still home trying to do as much as I could, and it really just put a damper on the season, only having 3 races. Our nationals got canceled, and not a lot of the guys returned, so the team looked a lot different this year.
I'd say quite a bit. I mean, the season came around and I wasn't able to train prior to it. And it just came around and I just didn't feel comfortable with all the regulations and rules and just the shortened season, so I just decided to not even do it this year.
Like being a CA, it was definitely really hard because it was super hard to like put on programs and stuff that people wanted to come to, because half of them either had to be online or like really, really strict with like regulations and stuff. So that was kind of hard to deal with. And like I don't feel like I did my job well because a lot of my residents I like don't have an actual connection with, which kind of sucks. It was just very hard to like make connections with people, so I felt very lonely for a lot of my last semester and this current one at Castleton, because it was super hard to like, even see people, and there were so few people on campus, and then not being able to go home at all because I live out of state. I'm from Pennsylvania, and even last semester when we could go, I was always in a red county, so like I couldn't go home, and that really was hard for me because I just appreciate those week-long breaks where I can go home and like not focus on school, and just currently being in the same state was a little bit frustrating.
Well, back in February, I contracted the virus and I only had to stay home for a week and a half. And it, in a way, I feel like it really de-stressed me, just because I had it, I wasn't contagious, and I just couldn't really get it again. So it was kind of the burden and like fear of getting it just went away, and it honestly made things a little easier just to like be around people and just get an education in person. It was just kind of a benefit, really.
At first, it was kind of hard. Like, my first semester here was pretty rough, but I think as time's gone on, I've been able to adjust, and it's kind of given me the time to sit back and find out things that I like and kind of learn more about myself instead of just totally just being around people and just going with the flow of the crowd.